Former Deputy Majority Leader of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Muyiwa Jimoh, joins me on the news for more updates. Thank you for joining us on the news at 7. Mudashiru Obasa says his removal as Speaker is illegal and that due process was not followed. What's your reaction to that?
Well, his removal was legal. There's nothing wrong with the methodology and the process of his removal. The error he's making, or the erroneous impression he has about himself, is that he has not gotten away from, from the reality that he has been removed as Speaker. If you listen to the argument and the motion moved by Honorable Femi Saheed from Koshofe 2, he used the word twice, removed. Impeachment was not used. It was you media, it was the media that said it was impeached. But as a student of language, the consequence is the same. Either removal, either impeachment, they are mutually inclusive, because impeachment in the Constitution is used for the governor, while removal is used for the removal for Speaker and Deputy Speaker. So they completed the due process. There are 40 members in the House of Assembly of Lagos. Two-thirds of 40 is 27, and they got 33 members that signed for his removal. It's sufficient. That what the law says, that it must be done where is designated for the business of the House, which is the Hallowed Chamber.
All right.
The removal was done in the chamber. There were 33 members. Even others who are not in country are even ready to sign for his removal.
All right, Mr. Jimoh.
Because they have been...
Okay, then. And, Mr. Obasa made the statement on Saturday, that's about, 2 days ago. But then today, he was absent at the Assembly as Mojisola Miranda officially moved into the office of the Speaker. Could this be a sign that he's probably finally agreed to his removal as Speaker between when he made that statement and now?
Well, he said he was absent when he was removed. He doesn't need to be there. When Honorable Teddy Osho was removed, she was in Philadelphia, and Obasa was also instrumental for her removal. The same thing, Right Honorable Waheed Jokotola Pelumi was removed from office. He was not there. He said it, and I quote, he said it, and I'm repeating it, that he was on his way to Ijebu-Ode to see the late Senator Bayo Shinowo when he heard about the rumor of his removal. And I think what the lawmaker did is in order, is appropriate, is the tradition of the House, which Obasa has abused close to for decades. So,
all right, now
the removal was justified and legal. He knows he's only been jubilating over his ignorance. Obasa knows that his removal was constitutional. And let me say this for record. I was a principal officer in the last assembly. Let me say this for record. He smuggled in some section in the House rule. And it was that he banks on that he should be notified before removing him before the removal. There's a section on removal of Speaker in which he smuggled in some section that you should notify. How will they notify you when the Constitution don't place with? Can the House rule can the rules be greater than the ground norm of the country?
I hear you, Mr. Jimoh.
We listen. Let me make this.
You need to be quick with that, please.
The House rule have not been ratified by the entire member, so it could not be used. And what the brilliant lawmaker did when they got to the chamber was to suspend the House rule. The Constitution is the ground norm, and it is from this Constitution we all derive the power. Even the constituting the Assembly as an arm of government was recognized by this Constitution, which is the 1999 Constitution as amended. So there's nothing greater than that ground norms.
All right, Mr. Jimoh, I believe you've made I believe you have made your point. You know, one question that people would ask is, why did the lawmakers not speak out when these sections were smuggled in, you know, in your words? You know, why did the lawmakers, why did you and your colleagues not speak out against this infraction, this inclusion back then? One, and two, what is the way out of the situation? In about 30 seconds, if you can answer those.
The first question, let me get the first question clearly.
You mentioned that the speaker smuggled in some sections into the House rules. So I'm asking why the lawmakers did not object to it back then.
No, it has not been ratified. When it comes to debate, that is when they will ratify it. And that section was not ratified in the House rules. You know, it's becoming a tyrant. So they were just calculating an appropriate time they striked by removing him. So it has not been ratified. He only smuggled in, especially when he was presiding over, expunge the position of some other principal officer in order to put a first-timer into the selection committee, so that by the time he facilitate or help you in getting into the selection committee, you are going to do his bid.
So what is the solution now,
God
Mr.
has
Jimoh?
always been saying it, and it will continue to say it, that God is the best of all planners.
All right, then. We'll have to leave the conversation there. Former Deputy Majority Leader of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Muyiwa Jimoh, thank you very much for your time on the news at 7.
My regards. Gracias.